In our application, we can see the materials in the Materials panel. We can import one of the standard ones, or we can create our own. To create one of our own first, we define what the images of this material are. We go to the Collections page, and here we add the images of our material. We are going to go to a Materials page. We choose one of the materials, and we download the files. We take the smallest one. We open the file. And in our application, now we load these files. We open them and we load them. These 3 files were not loaded. We can see them by clicking on them. This would be the roughness one, the color one, and the normal one, which is the bluish color. Now we can go. In the collection, let's make a new one. Element that will have only one thing, a sphere. We are going to go up in the Z-axis and we are going to apply a material. Let's create the material. Into Materials, let's go. New Material, and here we will select the different textures that we created. We start with the color one. We choose the URL. And the color goes into the texture. We continue with the roughness. We also copy the URL, and it goes into the roughness map. And finally, the normal. We put the map in the normal. We need to put a white color that is 1 and 1 on the y-axis in B. And it's also a normal factor to leave it at 1. Also the fieriness, we keep that material. And in our new object, we choose the new material. We haven't given it a name yet. Let's give it a name. We represent our object Y. Inside our object, we choose the material. And we see it being applied. This material can be edited in the Material Editor. We select the material we want to edit, the 58th. And here we can change the base color, for example, if we want another tone. On the roof, we can choose the background color for this. If we leave it blank, as it was, we have the original color. With this slider, you can turn the roughness on or off. The color map can also be toggled. Here it is disabled. Here we see that the relief is only visible in the area that is not intensely lit. And this relief can be modified with the normal factor. From 0, which would disappear, to a higher value. When we set it to 0, we see a shadow that would correspond to this roughness. If we want to remove this roughness, is with this parameter. And if we want to save the values, we would save it with this button. So we have visually edited these values